What's going on, guys? This is Damian from The Lookout, and I'm here with European Regionals Top 16 Breakdown, the first anniversary box legal event in the world. And guys, this Top 16, it's one of the best ones that we've had this year. This Top 16 is phenomenal. But before we dive into that, huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons. They buy us coffee, they keep this machine going, and eventually we will replace the broken table. Guys, if you wish to join the Coffee Club, it's only $2. Link to the Patreon is in the description below. And I think that's about everything. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown, or in this case, general info. This was an online event organized by Raid and Trade, the best TO in Europe. Congrats, guys, for another amazing event. 101 players in total. Guys, if you have been following my breakdowns, it's been months since the last time we had 100 players. And that's mostly because Wave 2 pricing was god-awful. But now we're back to high numbers, 101 players in total, phenomenal. Best of one pre-side, 6 rounds, should have been 7, but because of the down pair there were only 6 rounds. And of course, huge shout out to everyone who participated at the event, from my co-host Joe to Raid and Trade, the judge staff, the players, everyone. Huge shout out to everyone, you're all amazing. And now let's check out the top 16. Here it is, guys, the top 16. Look at this, look at how many decks are here in the top 16, how many different decks. This is awesome, and a lot of them are like weird, or we haven't seen them in forever. Let's go over it, but first off, of course, congratulations to everyone who made it to the top 16. Let's start with first place, Green Gohan. God, Bandai, ban it. Please ban it by now. Like, this thing should not exist. But Green Gohan winning another event, and spoiler alert, there was another event this weekend in France, and Green Gohan won there as well. Yeah, anyway, we're not gonna talk about that in this video. Second place, SS4 Goku Xeno. SS4 Goku Xeno is crazy at the moment. The new Z extra card was a massive power boost to the deck, a massive power boost. And now we see the results. Second place, SS4 Goku Xeno. Third place, Peter Dance with Golden Frieza. Maybe the last time he brings Golden Frieza, I don't know, we will see. We will see. I think that Peter is also sick of playing this deck, should be banned by now. Congrats, Pete. Then fourth place, Mehi Kabura. Only with Mehi, 4th place. Guys, Mehi is also one of the decks that really got a massive boost. The Z Leader, the new boss monster. We have, I think, 2 games. We have 2 games with Mehi Kabura on the stream. Go and watch them. Yeah, the deck is pretty strong, man. The deck is pretty insane. And then 5th place, SS4 Bardock, a fan favorite. On 5th place, Bardock. Guys, this deck really also got such pressure. It got such pressure. Like, to fix the deck's flaws, it was given such insane pressure. Oh my god. We also have, I think, 1 game with it on the stream. That game was so clutch. It's probably one of the best games that I've ever casted. Go check it out. Go and see what this deck can actually do. Insanity. Then 6th place, Cumber. Cumber making it into the top 16. Wow, Francesco's Cumber. We have also this game on the stream, and Cumber really brought the pain. It's so crazy to see so many black decks. Just look how much of them are here. There are many, but English hard. Anyway, 7th place, another Gohan. And then 8th place, another Mehi. And then 9th place, Pen Reboot. Pen Reboot keeps going strong. Probably the best red deck in the format at the moment. Pen Reboot is just crazy. It's so good. Then 10th place, Fu. Fu in the top 16. Yeah, another black deck in the top 16, guys. 11th place, Go Bros. 12th place, Sinzino. 12th place. It's some very big regionals, guys. 101 players and Cinzino getting into the 12th place. Congrats. Then 13th place another Bardock, 14th place Gohan, 15th place Gohan, and then 16th place Bardock's Crew. Bardock's Crew once again topping this deck. I think people are picking up on this deck and what it can actually do. Like, this deck puts out such pressure. Such pressure, guys. It's really scary to fight against. Anyways, this was the top 16 breakdown. Let's just immediately dive into the deck lists. Alright, we are here once again with Topdeckdiffusion. Huge shout out to Topdeckdiffusion. These guys got the deck lists up lightning fast. Lightning fast. Huge shout out to the Topdeckdiffusion staff. Phenomenal website, guys. Amazing. So let's go over the decks. First place Gohan. It's Gohan. Like, there's not much going on here. Yeah, he's running the 6-cost Indomitable Spirit Goku. And guys, thank you so much for having these cards now in English so that I can actually read it to the audience. EX Evolve Double Strike Barrier, and at the end of the turn you just switch it to active mode. It's just an additional attacker. And running also Towa, so a bit more into hand destruction. Towa is such a great unison. If I'm playing Unison Overwhelm, if I'm playing Hand Destruction, I'm playing this one. Without any question. And we can see the Hand Destruction package here. 3 Kaioken, 3 Monkeys, 2 Reddits. I think people are finally picking up on Reddits. This card is so good. No seller destroying Kamehamehas though. So it's kind of a mix, you know, it's running Fated Rival and being very heavy with the package, but then just leaning more into the crit side than the hand destruction side. Also with Frieza, for example. And then we are moving to second place, SS4 Goku. Guys, SS4 Goku is so good right now. When you can mill Time Agent Vegeta, when you can just play Masked Saiyan for 1 energy, and this guy is just a critical guy which removes things. It's 20k. You're also playing Mira, it's 30k double strike, and then you get to restand 1 energy. Yeah, you're doing so much with this deck, and the big card of the deck is the newest Z extra card. Like, give one of your Goku Xenos 15k plus 5k in critical. It also allows you to remove things. This card is super strong. Like, strong enough to make this deck go from very local tier to like, hey, second place. So yeah, pretty cool to see this one. Then Peter dances Golden Frieza. I know Peter doesn't want me to talk much about this because in his words, it's literally Golden Frieza. So yeah, it's Golden Frieza. Now we have Mehi Kabura, 56 card deck, but you're playing Dragon Balls here. Mehi got a massive boost with the newest Z leader. Now he's 20k baseline. Also running 3 copies of the new boss monster. This new 8 drop is such value. 30k deflect, dual attacker, gets rid of things, you cheat him in for 2. This guy is insane. And then we're also having these smaller attackers, you know, like Shroom, smaller attackers. You cheat them for 1 energy, but they're like 20k and 15k. And basically you just steal a lot of your opponent's things. And then you just rush them with huge cards after turn 3, 4 or so. Mostly turn 4 is where you really shine. No Ginyu in this one though, so no Ginyu in this build. If you wish to know more about this build, go to Bigo's channel. He did a deck profile on this one, like an hour long, just explaining everything. Then we have Bardock. And guys, Bardock got this card, which is crazy, which allows you to basically play your 8 drops for free, and it also allows you to play your 10 drop earlier for just 2 energy. And yeah, that turns out to be enough to really push this one, because the 8th drop is a crazy card which beans you and it just does horrible things to the opponent. And you also have early pressure now with this Goku, which and also with this Vegeta, which can cheat in things. You have your Floodgate, which is amazing because basically it negates the attack, and then 99% of the time your opponent is gonna be able to swing just once more. And then you have the standard package, you have your Thwarting the Dark Empire, you have your SS4 Vegeta, because why not? And you're running Petrification, and this one is also running Kraken Spacetime, because your leader is 20k on swing, and then it can become 35k double, which also restands an energy, and it removes a marker and draws, does a whole bunch of things. Now we have Cumber. Yeah, Cumber is here, guys, and well, the addition to the deck is Super Fu, Boss Monster, along with the Cumber 7 drop, and the crazy Cumber Extreme Offense 7 drop. For 1 energy, you just play him, he's 15k, and when he's played, you draw 1, so he immediately replaces himself, and you choose one of your opponent's battle cards and you give it Servant. And then also, if your leader is Cumber, when he attacks, you choose up to one of your opponent's cards with Servant and you use it in a combo with this card. So he's like 20k for 1 energy who replaces himself and removes a card. Just stupid good. Cumber is really cool at the moment. Not the easiest deck to play. Really not the easiest deck to play. You can check it out on the WODs. Like we have only 1 game with this Cumber, and that one was really clutch. It was really clutch. Then we have Gohan, which is just Gohan again. Everything is pretty much standard here. Running 2 copies of Son Gohan to search Son Gokus, because yeah, you're running Fated Rival as well. That's like an extra Goku here. You can get your Kaioken. And then there is like this weird mix. It's a bit of hand destruction with Cell, but not leaning in too much, and with Kaioken. But then there's also like critical swings with the monkey, and also playing Reddits, because you have to play Reddits. The card is just bonkers. And main decking 2 Koitsukais. And then we have another Mehi. Yeah, like you see, it's running Evil Saiyan, but you can, if this card is out of your budget, completely understandable, you can run the newest Mehi. If you wish to do so, you can do that. The rest of the deck is pretty similar to Big O's list. Just going from the top of my mind, you're playing 4 of your Boss Monster, and then you're playing like your little 1-drops, and then there's like this new Salsa as well. And of course here is Kai, and like another Kai for some extra combo power. So yeah, you're playing basically the Mehi package, but you're no longer playing the old Boss Monster. You're just putting in 4 copies of the newest one, and you're putting in the Z Leader. Like, that's the biggest changes basically. Then we have Pan, mono red Pan, very aggressive. So going with Beerus super combo, so that it always hits 10, so that it always goes into 10k even early on in the game. Playing Saiyan Trio, and most importantly for me, playing Cell Max. Cell Max is amazing. I keep telling you this, guys. He's 30k draw a card when you play him in Pan. He stops 3 attacks. He removes something when he dies. Card is amazing. Card is actually amazing, because he also removes something when he's removed from the battle area, no matter how. If he's just gone anyway, he just takes away something. Cool thing here is Protector of the People for defense. Haven't seen this tech yet in Pan. And also 4 copies of the newest Pan card from the anniversary box. And then we have the rest of the standard package, plus also running the newest Z extra card. Then we have Fu. Yeah, we have Fu here. It's pretty much engine, like engine only, because Fu is playing a massive engine, and you're also playing 4 copies of Mehi because Overlord, because a lot of these guys have servants. That's just additional replacement and draw. You're playing 2 copies of this Gohan because it's basically free. You have to play Petrification, And then the rest is like a lot of good stuff, plus Bardock to floodgate your opponent, because he says that when this card is played using Overwhelm, you pay 1 energy. Your opponent can only attack with battle cards once during their next turn, and we are currently in a metagame which is very battle card attack heavy. So similar to Nimbus, you just take away their turn. There's 1 battle card swing and that's it. Then we're moving to Go Bros. This is Legends list, like card for card, I believe. A very, very, very strong deck, like really strong deck. But the catch is that it's not easy to play. It's not easy to play, and we had 10 Go Bros decks at the event, only 1 making it to the top 16. So yeah, it's not. I believe that people weren't prepared for how many decisions you have to make with this deck compared to Gohan, where you just autopilot most of the times. And it didn't work out too well, but it worked out for 1 player, and we now have Go Bros in the top 16. Congrats. And then we have Sin. What's the list for Sin Zeno? It's in Zeno, and that's it. The big scary I meal your things. Great thing about this one, which makes it stand out from Cooler Mill, for example, or Janemba, is you mill with extra cards. You don't need any sort of interaction with your opponent. You just play your extra cards, you bounce them back. You have Oceanus, which just turns on entire turns. It's a way of milling your opponent, which is completely uninterruptible. They can't stop you from playing extra cards. Of course, they can kill your Unison, and then you have to actually pay for your extra cards, but that's why you have like this one here, for example, to get it back. And yeah, I think that we will see Sin Zeno making a comeback. Hopefully we will, because this is the second Sin Zeno top so far. I hope to see some more of them this upcoming weekend. Then Daniel's SS4 Bardock, we're in talks for getting this one here on the channel, because Daniel messaged me and said like, guys, we have to do this is so funny. I'm like, what's up? I only played 2 copies of each of the new ones because his anniversary box cards didn't arrive on time, so he just had to wing it with a weaker engine. Yeah, Daniel, congratulations. Now we have another Gohan. The only things that I really wish to... Oh, okay, there are more things that I wish to showcase here are King Cold. You've seen this one in the Go Bros list. This is the new Topo for Green. This is a better Bupo right now, because you have field card and you have Z extra, and then he just costs 1 energy. Your opponent can't attack your leader anymore unless they discard 1 each time. In a metagame where you don't play Unisons anymore and you don't really care that much for cards on your field when you're Gohan, because you're just cheating them in for cheap lightning fast anyway, this just turns off an entire turn, just shuts it down, and that's it. You have this, you have Dormant, you have this stupid thing, Uneasing Awakened Rage, so many ways of stopping your opponent. And of course that the SCR then sells Zeno, because yeah, you're going to turn 5, you can get a payoff. Zamasu is a card that surprised me here. So Indestructible for 1 energy, play this card from your hand and then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 1 and KO it. So for 1 energy, it's an activate battle 5k, remove something indestructible guy. And also Heroes Mafuba as well in the main deck. And then there is the side and the Z deck. The only new thing here is Ultra Kamehameha Mighty Blast, and that's how you get your King Cold discounted. You start with this Time Chamber, and then you play your Z extra card, and now King Cold costs only 1 energy. Then we have another Gohan, this one running the Bardock Unison, this one being more into hand destruction with Zamasu, with 3 copies of Kaioken, 2 copies of Earth Destroying Kamehameha, 3 copies of Koitsukai because you just want to keep swinging, and Bardock Unison basically. And then the rest is pretty standard. And finally, the last list is Bardock Screw, and here it is, guys. Bardock Screw basically. All of these guys are like 1-drops. 1-drop, and then on turn 3 he is 20k double strike. 1-drop, he is 20k dual attack. They restand when you switch them to rest mode with your leader. When you do that, you KO something. There is so much consistency here. This deck draws like crazy, basically cycles like crazy, and there is so much consistency here. You're also playing wings, because like if your leader is yellow and your leader is a Z leader, or you have 2 or more Z energy, you will have Z energy like crazy, or a Z battle card, you just combo with him. It's a super combo that you play earlier. And of course your other super combo is Gohan Piccolo. Anyways, guys, that's it for the deck lists. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, what is your opinion on the European breakdown? The first anniversary box legal event. No Cooler Mill, no Sin, no Miracle Strike Gogeta, no Turles. No, just Mehi and SS4 Bardock. And then other things are just crazy other things. Nothing anniversary box related. Yeah, that's interesting. Were you expecting something else? Were you expecting a whole bunch of coolers or Sins or some other decks? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button. Hit those like and subscribe buttons, because we are on our way to 4,000 subs. And when we get there, I'm gonna give away a booster box. Speaking of which, the booster box giveaway winner for 3,000 subs will be announced in the community tab tomorrow and on Facebook. So make sure to follow those guys. Anyways, this has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.